Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome back to Marching In with Casseroles. This is Friday. I know you guys were looking for me on Tuesday, but we had some crazy stuff going on up here trying to get the camper wall taken out because I told you in my last video we added a living room onto here. And I got home and didn't have room in my kitchen because I had everything piled up over here. So I let Mom go ahead and do a video on Tuesday, and I just swapped. So next week I'll be on Tuesdays, Mom will be on Fridays. Another thing I need to let you know is if you've looked at our playlist, Daz from my Aussie Garden and Kitchen down in Australia, he emailed me today. He ended up, I think he said he fell and broke his hand and a couple of fingers. He's not going to be able to do a casserole, and he felt really bad about that, which I told him, don't feel bad. The main thing is you take care of yourself and get better. He's been in the last 2 collaborations. I love having him in it. He even said he hasn't done any other collaborations lately except mine. So hopefully next year he'll be back in it. Everybody go over to his channel. I'm going to leave the link down there. And go over to his channel, give him some love. Tell him you hope he feels better. And just check him, watch his videos. Let him know we're all thinking about him. So that's My Aussie Kitchen and Garden, I believe, or My Aussie Garden and Kitchen. But the link is down below. I'll make sure it's highlighted so you all see it. So today I'm going to do a chili mac casserole. Looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff here and it's going to be really complicated, but it's not. I do have 8 ounces of pasta, and it's usually, most time we'll use macaroni noodles. I used a curly noodle just so it holds on to the sauce and the meat a little bit more. And I've already boiled that off. It is just a little bit al dente. It's not totally done. I don't want to have it totally done, then put it all together in the casserole and put it in the oven. The oven knows I'm getting ready to talk about it. It just went off, so we're up to temperature because it's going to start absorbing more sauce and get a little bit mushy. So we don't want it totally done. We are using 2 pounds. Did I tell you 2 pounds of ground beef? It's already browned off over here. And I got it drained, so all the fat's out of it. We're going to use a medium onion. I like to use a green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, but right now my garden's not going, so I'm using my dried peppers. I've already rehydrated them in some of the hot water that I boiled the pasta in, so I've got that going. I love using these in the winter because they come back, taste just as fresh as before. Maybe not as fresh, but almost as fresh. We're also going to use a can of fire roasted garlic with garlic in it, diced tomatoes, a can of red kidney beans, can of tomato paste, and that's a 6-ounce can. And you guys know I'm always using my green chilies. Got a 4-ounce can, I believe. Yep, 4-ounce can of that. We got some onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and chili powder. All of this is going to be listed down below, so you don't have to sit there with pencil and paper and try to get it all right now. It will be down below, and you can copy it there. It'll also be on my website, gregs-kitchen.com. There's a link below that you can click on. It'll go straight there, and you can print the recipe out so you have it. So there's another option for you. Let me find my can opener. There it is. And I'm just going to get a couple of these things opened because I didn't open them earlier. Get these done. And get my peppers, and I don't need the can opener for those pull top on the tomatoes and the kidney beans. I am going to drain the kidney beans. I'm not going to drain the tomatoes though. I'm fine with the tomato juice. I want that extra juice in, so I'm just going to drain these. All right, got those drained, ready to go. So let me get the onion diced up and get that into the meat so it can actually cook a little bit as well. I know so far you've got what? This will be my second video. Mom's had 2 videos. Those both look delicious. We had Kettle Kitchen was what, 2 days ago, and then today I think yesterday was the Inquisitive Farm Wife. So we're getting some good videos already. We still have the rest of the month, 3 more weeks to go. So like Mom said, she's doing, actually one of our viewers said they're printing them all these out actually from my website and the other people's, and making a little booklet cookbook of all these casseroles. Someone asked me if I could put something together. I might try that, put a casserole PDF together, and you know, you could download that. Let me lay my knife over here so I don't get cut. I'm just going to toss these onions into the ground beef. And I'm going to bring that back over here because we're going to continue adding to this. So let me turn this back on. Put it on medium, I guess. So let's get that incorporated, just the onions, so they start cooking down a little bit. Now we have big plans in here since we don't have the cabin ready yet. We're going to actually make it so there'll be a full counter over here, another counter on the other side, have about 3, maybe 4 different places and views that I can cook in here. So once we get the cabin going or done, I'll have my kitchen cabin, I'll have my outdoor kitchen, which most of you have seen. If you're not new to the channel, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. So we're going to have plenty of places up here on Cumberlachia to do cooking. Okay, so now to this, I'm going to add my peppers, and I think they've drained up, taken up almost all the water, but you know what, there is a little in there. I'm going to leave that in there because that water absorbs the flavor from the peppers. So that's just going to give us some extra flavor. And there's red, green, and I believe yellow peppers in here. But like I said, you can use a whole green pepper or whole whatever color pepper you want, fresh. You do it that way. So let's get those distributed. I love that. Look at all the colors there going. Oops, and an onion on the floor. Move that out of the way. Okay, so let's add in the tomatoes so we get this juice cooking in there. And I'm going to add in, and I'm cheating. Mom would be ashamed of me because she always has her fresh garlic, and I do not have fresh garlic right now, so I'm using some minced garlic. And you can never have too much garlic, so I'm going to put maybe 2.5 teaspoons full in there. And I'm going to get that mixed a little bit, but I want to pull all the meat and stuff back right now before I get too much further. So I want to put this tomato paste in there, and I want to caramelize it a little bit. And I'll get a new spoon there because I put that one down in the dirty sink. I'm just going to put all this tomato paste. This is going to give it a nice rich tomatoey flavor, and we're going to let it caramelize a little bit to get some of the acidity out of it. There we go. I might need this. I'm not going to put it in there yet. In fact, I'm just going to pull this meat on top, mix it in a little bit, spread it out so it can get on the bottom of the pan there and get all cooked out. Nope, get back in there, onion. Alright, I think I'm done with this spoon now. Okay, we're going to put the peppers in along with their juice. I'm not wasting any of that flavor. We're going to put the teaspoon or so of paprika, onion powder. This is Mom's dehydrated onion powder that she did for us. For me, I guess for us, you guys too. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of that in there. Even though I have the onion in there and the garlic in there, I still like to put onion powder and garlic powder. Gives it another burst of flavor. And put that in. This is the garlic powder. And I think we got all of our spices in here now. We're just going to mix this around to combine it. It's already smelling delicious. So now, if any of you are just popping in right now on this collaboration, my Marching In with Casseroles collaboration, we have 16 other channels that you guys are going to love. At the end of the month, I'm going to be giving away a casserole kitchen package, which is 2 different sets of casserole dishes, glass and a stoneware set, a set of cutting boards. There's 3, not set, there's 3. So there's, now set can be 3, but there's 3 of them. They're bamboo cutting boards. They do have a holder so you can set them on your table. I'm going to put a picture up here of all of these while I'm talking. And I also am including a double casserole carrier. That way if you're going to a church picnic or social event, you can take them in that, keep them warm. And finally, a food processor, so you can combine all your ingredients. So now I got that pretty well combined. I'm going to get my can of kidney beans, put those in, and I just splashed some kidney juice over there. I am going to put about a half a can of water. Okay, I got a little bit more than a half cup, but I'm going to see what I need, or a half can. So I'm going to put probably about the half can in, and just mix this all together. Now everything is now cooked. The meat's done. Everything else is cooked. I need to taste it for salt and pepper. Yeah, need salt and pepper. I like to wait till the end because I don't know how much salt's going to be in the tomatoes and such. Let's incorporate all that, and then we'll give that a taste. Much better. Salt just brings out the flavor, as you guys know. Doesn't take a lot. Okay, now I can turn this off because we're going to try, and I mean try, to get this pasta put in there. Break it up a little bit. This is the part you all get to laugh at me and watch me try to incorporate this without spilling it. Now I'm just going to bring the chili mixture from the bottom into the middle, and there's pasta overboard. Okay, close to my foot. I'll get that when we're done. All right, now I'm going to try to pour this into my casserole dish we have over here. It's pretty well mixed. And I've already got the oven. You heard it sound off earlier. It's set at 350 degrees. It's going to cook for 20 to 30 minutes. Everything's cooked. Everything's now warm and hot. Maybe about 15 to 20 minutes. Check it, because all we're going to do is get the cheese all melted and the sauce all bubbly. Let's set those in those pans. Move stuff around. I got my prepared 9x13 baking dish. We'll scoot this over a little bit. And it's already sprayed and cleaned. Someone asked if this is my only baking dish. Well, yeah, 9x13 is perfect size, but those glass ones, and most of them, have handles on the side. My oven only takes a 9x13 with a little room. So I bought this one. I found it on, I think I found it on Amazon. It's by Good Bake. I'll put a link down below on from my Amazon page. But this fits perfectly. So you'll see me using this a lot, or my round white one. So let me see if I can get this in here without spilling it. We'll start up there in that corner. I'm only going to put about half of it in. Clean off the side, because we're also going to put cheese in here. Now the amount of cheese you want to put in here is totally up to you. I do want some in the middle so it starts melting down in it. So I could have mixed it in there, but you saw that. That was full. I didn't have room. So what I'm going to do is cheat, put half of my mixture in here. Put maybe 1/2 to 3/4 a cup of, this one's a grated Mexican blend. And I like, when I buy it in the bag, which I'd rather shred it myself, but in the bag, I like to get the smaller shred. That way it melts easier and quicker. Okay. Now we'll put the rest of this right on top. I'm trying to get most of it in the middle. That way I can spread it out. after I get the pan out of the way and it doesn't overflow. And that's a hope and a prayer. Okay, I did get it. Now let's just spread this over here without any of it jumping out. If I can do this, I'm going to be as surprised as y'all. And I'm not going to say I did it yet because I'm not done. There we go. Perfect. Fits right in there. Got a little bit more meat on this side, so I'm going to spread some more over here just to even it out. Because you saw I didn't get it real mixed well. I'm going to cover this with another luscious layer of cheese, which is going to bake down in there. Like I said, this thing is actually, you could just put this in a bowl and start eating. Everything's cooked. Except the pasta is a little al dente because I want it to cook a little bit more in here. Because that'll just absorb some of the sauce, give the flavor, more flavor to the pasta, other than just the salt that I put in the water. So remember, when you boil pasta, salt it like the sea. And when I say sea, I mean ocean. That way you get some flavor in that pasta and it's not dry, bland. All right. That's done. I'm going to pop this in the oven. We'll check in about 15-20 minutes, and I'll be back and let you see what we got. Okay, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes, and this cheese is melted over top. It's a little bit browned. I love the color of that. So let me get my gloves on and pull this out. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? All right. Get everything closed up here. And you know I'm going to decorate, or so one lady told me I should be saying garnish. I'm decorating the top just to make it pretty. This is just dried parsley from our garden last year. Starting my garden this year. I've already got peas in the ground, and tomorrow I'm going to try to get a lot more in the ground to get it started, because it's supposed to be out of the freeze zone. Okay, it's all decorated now. I should let it sit for a couple minutes just to cool down, but I know you guys want to see me take a bite of this, so I'm gonna get everything out. Make sure I get a bunch of this over here. This corner's got a lot of cheese. You know what? I'm going to see if I can use... It's going to fall apart because there's not a lot of binder in there, just the cheese that I put in the middle. So we're going to do our best to get this out. Oh my gosh, look at that. It turned out good. Almost perfect. Let's get a little bit more of that there. I want all of it. I want every bit of it I can have. There we go. Put that there. We're going to give this a bite. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like a big old pot of chili. Yeah, it's very hot. That was mostly pasta. Let me get some of this ground beef, tomato, and pepper here. Well, that's delicious. You could top this with anything you want, like what you do with your chili. You could put bacon on this. You could put some sour cream, extra cheese, chives. There's all kinds of things that you can, put on top of this to make it even better. And I was going to move it over, but I'm just going to leave it sit there. I think I was telling you earlier, and I didn't finish. We have 16 other channels, and mine and then Mom's videos. At the end of the month, I'm giving away all those gifts that I had listed and shown you a picture of earlier. Those are all going to go to one person. To be eligible for that, you have to go to all the videos to increase your chances. Go to each video. You're going to want to like, you're going to want to subscribe, and you're going to want to make a comment. If you don't put a comment, you're not going to have a chance to win, because at the end of the month I'm going to draw one channel or one video from one of our channels, And from that channel, I'm going to use the random comment checker or random comment picker on the internet, and we're going to pick one comment, and that person's going to win them all. If I tell you you won, please do not put your information in the comment section down below. I will have you personally email me. We don't need your information getting out everywhere. And then I will have it sent directly to you from Amazon, so you'll know it's all coming prepackaged and sealed up directly from there. So look down below at all the other channels. We have, well, today's what, these 8? And so we have the rest of the month, another 2.5, 3 weeks of videos for you. Don't forget to go over and give Dad some love at the Aussie Garden, or My Aussie Garden and Kitchen. His link's down below too. Tell him you hope he's feeling better. I feel terrible he can't be part of the collaboration, but as long as he can take care of himself and he gets better, that's all I care about. So y'all take care. Don't forget to watch all the other videos, and I'll see you again soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.